Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so in today's video we are continuing on with our construction game. We got all the models that we want, and so what I've just done a little bit is I made a block here. This block is going to handle all the mission information and the data saving. It's going to have a prompt in there that we're going to build. I built a clock here, and this doesn't work. It's just a button on a screen, which I'll probably get rid of. And that's about it. And then of course the changing of the time, really easy. So probably what I'll do is I'll get rid of that text button there, and this here, what I should do is I should say we scale the text, there we go. And then if we change the type to, let's see, I wonder if that would be better for a clock. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and then this you can just drag wherever. I would probably do the ignore the GUI inset. Where is that? There. And then I would oh yeah, that's right, the buttons for this doesn't matter. This is just going to be part of the master interface for the player. There's a time save script, but we're going to use that later on here. So we need to insert object. Something like that. There we go. And then maybe we'll change the background, transparent background color. It can be black. Okay, no, it can be maybe yeah, maybe. Yeah, all right. There's going to be some other information there. What I was saying with the leader stats is that you can either have the leader stats with the leaderboard, or you can also have leader stats in an interface that's on the player, which loads when the player joins the game. Yeah, so there's many ways you can track statistics and all that sort of stuff. So what we need to do now is we need to create a mission. So in here we need to insert an object. We'll insert a proximity prompt. And then what we need to do is we need to insert some code. So go insert object script. Okay, and this is going to be our concrete mission script. No, this will be concrete interface. Mission interface script. Sounds very complicated, right? So then we go to our leaderboard. Player join the game, and we are going to take the data store and we're going to put it in here. So that way it's going to connect to the data store, and we're going to be saving values. So what we also want to do is we're going to be saving values. So think of this is our dispatch center, and we're going to get the dispatch quests by activating the prompt. Basically how that's going to work, right? So here it's going to say dispatch quests. Just like that. So then if I press play, oh, it might need, let's see. There, dispatch quest, doesn't do anything right now. So then what we need to do is in the starter interface, we want to insert an object, interface, screen, interface, and we're going to call this concrete missions. It could be anything, right? Like it could be construction missions, whatever. I'm going to insert an object. We need a frame. Okay, so now we have our frame. This is the master window. Alright. So we can say master window. Okay, and then we need a couple of things. We need to insert an object. We need a local script. And then we also need to insert an object. We need an object value. All right. And then what we need, do we need the object value on this one? No, we're going to set this one up differently. We're going to set this one up differently. All right, we're going to set it up differently, yes. So, we don't need the time save, we don't need the clock, we don't need that. We just need this and the local script. So the local script is just going to be any buttons that we're going to have on the screen. So, we are going to have some different windows. Like if I'm going to duplicate this, and this is going to be called Quest window, and I'll probably duplicate that, and then this will be called truck window. So within these windows, this is going to be visible false, this will be visible false, right? We're going to insert object, I don't know if I want, yeah, we could do like a list or a table for now, and then let's see, so in the master window, what's it going to do? Basically, we're just going to have, let's insert an object, let's insert a frame maybe, or a text label perhaps. And this could be like a welcome. And in there, it could be, this could be like the mission text, right? It just says welcome to nail construction. And then we can go text scale, then we can bring that right across like this if we want to. Right, insert object, put a corner on it, there we go. And then we'll take this frame here and we will just take the transparency and we'll do that. Okay, perfect. So now we have our like welcome, and then we can duplicate that because it's a list. And then the text in here can say whatever, whatever, whatever. Actually, you know, this and this and this. Let's see, if we insert an, I wonder if we insert either another frame, a scrolling frame perhaps. Do that. There we go, and then we can insert object, an image, either an image button or an image label, and we want this to be fill direction, yeah, vertical, but we want it to be center. There we go. And now that image label can be anything we want it to be. So, and here we can select different things, right? We can say maybe this one is, oh, actually instead of an image label, here, if we get rid of that, if we insert object, an image button. There we go. All right, and this could be quests. And then of course we'll need another one, right? We will duplicate that, and I guess I'll have to get rid of this label. And this one can be trucks. Sure. Then we just need we need an image that we can use. So for quests, I wonder if I have any. Let's see. We could just use that for now. And for trucks, perfect. So, and then, of course, when you hover, mouse hover, you can have the hover image, and then you can have hover image content, all that sort of stuff. Same thing as you can do with the click detector. So they'll click on this button, and then let's see. Now, if we go to view and we go to, or if we test it on a device, you see how it's all kind of messed up in there. So what we need also is I think it's the aspect ratio constraint. There we go. And then if we copy that and if we paste it into here, let's see. This would have to be like that, and then this has to be center, like that. And then in this here, we'll probably have to do text wrap. Is that even a thing? Might have to change, well, if it's scaled. Let me change this back to there. All right, there we go. So now this is how you can just sort of square it up and see, okay, well, if somebody connects to the game on a mobile device, what is it going to look like? Right? And so we have to make sure that the buttons aren't too big, but at the same time they're not too small, you know. Whatever, something like that, and then, yeah, something like that. Oh boy. But we'll do that. We'll configure all of that in a little bit here. Okay, and so this is where we need the code. This is going to be our question code. So in here, we'll just make a local quest equals script dot parent dot master window dot scrolling frame dot quests Dot mouse button one down. We can even say mouse click, but it's nice. You can multi-function it. Mouse button down, mouse button up. In this case, we can just say mouse click. Connect function. And then what do we want it to do? We want to say, whoops. Dot quest. Alright. So I should say quest. Yeah, there we go. Connect function. And then what do we want it to do? We want it to script dot parent dot master window dot visible equals false, and then we'll say, then if we have another frame, the quest frame, we'll say wait script dot parent dot quest window dot visible equals true. So something like that. There we go. And that will take you into the quest window. So now we just need to code the other button. Truck. Trucks. And then we need to say truck. All right. There we go. Perfect. So now what's going to happen is, separate to this interface, okay, separate to this interface, you are going to have to purchase the trucks in a separate area, okay? And then what that's going to do, like maybe at a dealership somewhere, I'll have to put one in. And what that will do is it will save the transaction. So when you activate this prompt, what it's going to do is it's going to load all the data, and it's going to see if you have access to the truck. So if you have access to the truck, then in the interface, it's going to make that button visible. If you don't have the truck, it's not going to make that button visible. And it's pretty much that. That's the easiest way to manage something like this. Is just have a list. You know, or you could even have it like this where, for example, we're using the image labels, and you have an image of the vehicle, and then you can hover your mouse over it. And if you don't have the pass or the badge or whatever, it can have a different image and say player doesn't have access. We'll go through that. Okay, so now we have our quests, and now we have our trucks. Really, it's that simple, okay? So the master window for now, we can make visible false. And then we can take the quest window and we can make that visible true. And I guess we could probably take the scrolling frame. We can just copy that. We might even be able to just paste it right into here. And then, yeah, and then that way this will be like fixed balcony. Okay, and then this one here is going to be fixed door. Okay, so now we need a image of a balcony. So if we do print screen, and then just open up paint, and then we'll paste it there, and then we'll crop it, file, save as, JPEG, fixed balcony. Now, of course, if I had Photoshop or whatever, I would edit it. These are just for the YouTube examples. So we go back into here, and we say, okay, so now we'll open the quest window, make it visible. This is fixed balcony, and the image that we want, we need to add the image, choose the file, and we need to search for fixed balcony, and we say create. Yeah, there's our balcony. And then if we visible false, come over here and we say, okay, let's fix the door. So we just take a screenshot of a door, same thing. Crop it, save as, fixed door. I like saving it as JPEG so that way it's a smaller size. You get better latency that way in the game. Alright, and then we will make that visible and fix door, image, add image, choose file, fix door. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so these are the two quests that we have. Now what we probably also want to add in here is we can go insert object, text label. I wonder if we can put that. Alright, and then this label, of course, is going to be local quests, local jobs, and then you can have other buttons that do other things, right? So now that we have these two buttons, now what we need to do, of course, is we need to code them. And so we can come in here, we can say, we can copy this. And we can say quest A or balcony, and then we can say script.parent dot quest window dot scrolling frame dot fixed balcony. Alright, and then we just have to make sure that this is script.parent dot quest window. Now we would go from, so what this would actually have to do is we would need to say we need a remote event. Okay, so now in the replicated storage we need to insert, let's insert a folder. Let's call this construction events or job events. All right. So we'll see if we don't have to bind the client to get this to work. Otherwise, we'll have to bind the client. Hopefully we don't. Okay. Insert object remote event. All right, and we're going to call this one balcony. Fix, and so we can say local start equals game. We'll say get service. No, replicated storage. Replicated storage. Find first child. Job events. Find first child. Balcony fix. Just like that. And then we can say start fire server. And we can say balcony is the variable. Now, in the server script service, we need to insert a script. And we're going to call this our job script. Alright, so we need to say local event equals game get service replicated storage find first child job events and then we're going to say event oh my goodness, come on, keyboard. Event. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's going on right now. Just a second here. Okay. Event dot. Holy cow, balcony fix. On server event. Connect function. Alright. And then we'll say player variable. And so we will say if variable is equal to then, all right, now from here we can do lots of things. So what do we want to do? Well, now what we need to do is we actually need to create the balcony mission. So what that will be essentially is finding a balcony, renaming it mission, and then we want to put that in the beginning of the model, and we're going to call this mission A. Simple as that. And then we're going to go insert object, prompt, and we need some code. Insert object a script. Okay, and we're going to call this the balcony mission script. All right. Sure, it could stay like that. Okay. So when we click on, what do we want it to do? So what we want to do is we want to say game workspace find for shot. And you know what should we be doing is saying game get service workspace find first child, mission A. Then we can say dot mission, dot proximity prompt, nope, dot enabled equals true. And right now, so if we say requires line of sight, and we make the max activation distance 20, I guess we can't really test it out just yet, but we could say enabled false, and then that way we could run over there. Yeah, we could test it out. Let's try it. Oh, I have to enable the... So I got to run all the way over there and see if I can see it first. I guess I won't know. This thing's in the way. Oh no. Oh no, it glitched on me. Oh, really? Boo. Okay, so oh, see, it says truck. Should be balcony. All right. I guess I could just put the prompt over by the player and see if it activates it. Oh yeah, there it is. Cool, so that works. So then when we activate the prompt, we can give the player a reward. So if we take this and we make it visible false, and then we go into our reward script, which is connects to the data store, gives the player the reward. If you're not sure how to make these, in the last video I did with the tow truck, I think I went through one. Setting it, checking it. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this code and then in the balcony mission script, I'm just going to do that. So now you can do whatever you want. You can give the reward to the player. Oh, come on. All right. We'll take that truck over there and then what? Oh, button, script of parent, proximity prompt. Ah. All right. So what I need to do is, okay, before we can test the quest out, we're not quite done yet. Now what we need to do is we need to take this interface, okay, and we need to put it back in here where, and then when we activate the button, what do we want it to do? Well, in this case, we're just going to say, local, button, oh, come on. Button equals script dot parent dot okay, we can say button. Oh. Come on. Button dot got triggered. Wow. Connect function. Yeah, this computer is on its last legs. What is going on here? It's not my keyboard. Yeah. Player. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to say, oh my goodness, come on, local UI equals script.parent dot concrete missions. Yeah. Alright, so we can say UI dot parent equals player dot player GUI. Oh, we could say UI dot clone. There we go. Let's see if that works. Cool. That did work. Okay, and then so if we make that visible, no, not that one. If we make the master window visible, and then when we push the button, we should say script.parent. Oh no, after. Script.parent remove. There we go. So now it's going to give us the interface. We can go to local jobs, we'll click on the balcony, and then it removes itself. Perfect. And the quest is now available. So, of course, I was going to say, of course, we just want, maybe that we'll have another window which has like a map to the mission and that kind of stuff, right? I just wanted to see if we could get it to remove the interface if we needed to. At the end of the mission, that's when it would remove the interface. So we just have to come around here. Alright. Probably don't even have to go that high, to be honest. Well, that didn't work. It appears where is it here? Yeah, that did not work. Why is that? Oh, perhaps. No, we'll get rid of that. But we also have to say in here. Huh, hold on. I should get it to print here too, and I'm going to move this prompt. I guess I could just check this instead of running over here. Oh yeah, there it is now. Okay, so then what we need to do is in the balcony script, once it gives the player the reward, we need to say player dot player GUI, and then we need to say find first child. Like that. Okay. So now when we activate the prompt on the other side, it should remove the interface from the player. So right now, we still have it. I'll just run over there. Actually, I'll just run over. Let's see if I can, I might need this. Alright, I should be able to just go right into the structure and see it now. Yeah, there it is. So it should say like fix balcony, whatever, right? Do what you gotta do. Maybe you need a power tool or something like that. Right, just kind of enhance the mission a little bit. But that's not too high, that's pretty good. Ooh. And it got rid of the interface, but server time. Oh no, sound is not a valid. So I didn't play the sound, so probably didn't save, I don't think. I wonder what the sound is looking for. That's alright. Then it makes it neon. Alright, so that is pretty much that. Let's save it. Save to Roblox. So what did we do? We didn't really do much. We created an interface with a couple of buttons and a couple of screens. And that is basically the beginning of our mission system. Yeah, our mission system. It connects to a data save, but we don't have any data yet to be saved. But we do have, yeah, as you see there, it didn't save the values. So we'll try that one more time. So obviously to do this mission it would require to have this truck. So that's where you're going to start tracking in the next episode when we do the data save for the mission system. That is where we're going to track, does the player have the vehicle, yes or no. If they have it, then this mission will be available. If they don't have it, then the mission won't be available. What was that? I didn't know that was collidable. Alright. So I should get $200 and 2 experience here. Now obviously we would tweak the values, right? Because the truck would be maybe 20 or 30,000 for the truck with the arm on it. Ah, there we go. And it's saved. Perfect. So now obviously I can sit here and what it should do is it should turn itself off. Oh, yeah, see, it gave an error the second time. So at the end of it, click true, and then we should say button dot enabled equals false. There you go. So now you can only use it once. Cool. So that is one complete mission loop. And now we can add things to it, tools and that kind of stuff. So in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to handle how do we, because basically what I wanted to do is that when you activate this button, it's going to connect to the server, the data server, and it's going to say, okay, do you have this vehicle, and this vehicle? If you do, then in the mission screen, certain missions are going to be available. And if you don't have the vehicle, certain missions just won't be available. I think that's probably the best way to do it, and that way players don't try and take missions that they don't have the vehicles to finish the mission with. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. You guys are awesome, and I hope to see you all in the next one, which will be part 3. We're going to do just more mission work and maybe start working on spawning in objects. So thank you so much, and I'll see you all then.